And BANAMAN.
BANAMAN, yes, you're right, brother.
Yeah, it has.
It's a small world, isn't it?
I've come to show support for these people who've pitched the tents against, trying to bring to light what's happening with the child trafficking and children going missing. So what these 8-10 people are doing in the tents, the BBC should be exposing this themselves. It's a sad side of affairs when you've got a building like the BBC give nothing to this cause. If the children going missing and being whatever's happening to them, trafficked, some are getting killed, slavery, there's so many different things happening to them,
I've just been speaking to Keith there, obviously you're down here, you've been moved from the BBC land, haven't you? But you're back again, aren't you?
Yeah, well, we literally just found over the other side of the bridge, the security, they said we shouldn't get bothered here. When we actually tried setting up under the eaves over there, BBC rung them and tried getting us into trouble, but we were only doing it to set the tents up and keep dry. So when we told him that, he was lovely with us as well, and he said kudos and we're here. We ain't had no problems, no police, no one come here. Getting a lot of people walking past, and they walk past and you can hear them talking about the trafficking, which is what we wanted to do. We need to get this message out there.
This is it, yeah, you've got an interesting and a very controversial one, but a very poignant one as well. You're here to make a difference, aren't you?
Yeah.
So what are these signs? Can you tell me about them?
So basically, as a lot of people will be aware, Prince Andrew should have been going to America to answer for his crimes because he was obviously involved in the Epstein Island, what were going on there. I mean, there were kids' bones found in the temple at Epstein Island, and he's not having to answer. He's not being extradited. I don't know if people are aware, but obviously Jimmy Savile, the BBC, covered up Savile's crimes for absolutely years. Savile were actually Princess Diana and Prince Charles, his marriage counsellor. Diana were onto him. She knew what they were doing, and that's why she were killed. BBC, liars, complicit, covering it all up. I don't know if you guys are aware, I've just found out this morning, there's an article on CBC. They found 250 bodies at Kamloops residential. So just on the end of this sign here that it says about the Queen were found guilty, about 10 missing children. So her and Prince Philip took some native Indian children from this residential home on a picnic, and they never turned up again. And one guy that spoke out about it, he ended up dead, which is what happens when people start speaking out about this stuff. Jill Dando, she was shot in the head for speaking out about this stuff, but this shouldn't be happening anywhere in the world. Our monarchy is destroyed places across the world. I mean, what we're going on in Palestine now, they're having a big thing over there. I don't know if you guys are aware of the Balfour Agreement. We just give away lands that weren't even ours to someone else. They've stolen gold from all these countries and resources from all these countries, destabilise them, and then they create a racist agenda. So people are against people who are escaping persecution and horrific, deep humanitarian issues, bombings, bombing children and hospitals and kids, and it's constant. It needs to end. We need peace.
Anyone watching this, look into it yourselves. Look into how many children go missing, what's happening, and if you're near Manchester or what, come down and show them some support. If you can, come and pitch a tent up with them if you're able to, for a few days. They just need support. It's amazing what they're doing. I take my hat off to them,
We've been here 20 days now because where do you go? We're being attacked on all different angles. But if the BBC and the ITV and the independent, the big media places what have got channels on your TV were telling the truth, this won't be happening in the world. We'd have it sorted because we are all peace-loving people. Yeah, that's in us. We've got a moral compass. We know right from wrong. Unfortunately, them in the ivory tower don't, it seems.
The BBC are not covering this. I don't see them covering this at all,
Why do you think that might be?
It doesn't fit their narrative. I don't know. Their narrative at the moment is all about pushing getting everyone vaccinated. That's the narrative I see from the BBC. And the whole news at the moment, the propaganda, is all about getting the country and the world vaccinated, and this doesn't get mentioned,
And it's been going on a long time.
A long time.
And the BBC with Jimmy Savile in the past, it's not gone away, has it really?
No, it's not gone away. No, it's not gone away at all. And it was Jill Dando. I think of Jill Dando. Those programmes, and I think was for me 11 o'clock in London. They never catch anyone. Something doesn't add up. Was she going to expose it? Did she pay the price with her life? That's why we can't stay silent. Because it's people who do speak out their lives are in danger, you know.
If you're passionate about something and you want to end this, people need to start caring about the environment around them. Everyone's become really selfish and inwards, and that's a lot of the television again, programming and MK Ultra. Look it up, you know, they do techniques to make people like that. But we need to start caring and showing love outwards around us to people, even if it's just silly things like smiling at your neighbours and stuff, because that'll actually make a better impact around you in your community. And if you can, you know, a lot of people throw money at charities and stuff like that. These charities aren't solving the problems. That's why numbers and stuff are going up and not coming down. So they're taking the money and the problems aren't getting solved. So charity starts at home. Start looking after individuals in your area that are struggling. Do you know what I mean? Go out there and help them, because you'll feel better and people will also see what you're doing and it'll have a bigger impact.
Look into it. You know, social media, you can find out what's happening. You know, write to your MPs, your politicians, radio stations, phone up, do something. If everyone does something, you know, we can get something done about it. But silence, you know, if good men and women do nothing, evil prevails, you know. Silence, being a bystander, there's no time for that now. We've got to save these children, you know.
People come down here and publicly assemble. The idea is we can have a massive round table, because everybody brings something new to the table. Everyone's individual, you know, they've all got their own talents, as it were. Do you know what I mean? And when you bring all these talents together, you know, we will get out of this mess. Do you know what I mean? Because we've got the numbers, we've got the power, we are the 99%.
Just want to thank all the ones that are here today. Amazing job, you know. And to the BBC, I say, you know, start reporting on. There's nothing more important than the children.
Support everywhere, anything. Even if, you know, you can't come here to something like this, get down to your local council buildings, get down to your local BBC, start putting the pressure on them to tell the truth. At the moment, they're going around and they're doing the job scot-free with no guilt on them, because no one's holding them to account. If we start turning up at these places and holding them to account, we play on the guilt as well, because what they know what they're doing is wrong. They know, because they've got a moral compass. Every human being has one. So start playing on that moral compass, yeah, and start putting the pressure on them so they start telling the truth. We'll have whistleblowers and stuff in no time once we start doing these actions.